Hey, everybody, welcome. We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you all for coming. My name is Larry Roberts. I'm on the board of the coalition. So thank you all for coming. We'll start with introductions. So we'll go around the room and just tell us who you are and where you're from. And then we'll see if there's any on the online. We'll do it. So let me start with you guys over there.
I got it while they're talking. So my name is Amy and this is Jess and we work for the Center for Family Development. We cover 12 counties and we offer support and guidance to prenatal and moms with babies up to 3 months is when we can enroll them, and then we stay with them till they're 5. We do home visits. What am I missing? A lot. We're gonna present in a little bit.
Yeah.
And all of our-
That's still your own thing. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, since I'm walking, Julie Simpson, DSC Project Coordinator for the Cheatham County Coalition.
And I'm Laura Durham. I'm the director of the coalition.
My name is Amber Jones. I'm Regional Overdose Prevention Specialist for Cheatham County Community Enhancement Coalition. My name is Casey Reynolds. I'm also a Regional Overdose Prevention Specialist at Cheatham County Community Enhancement Coalition.
I'm Melissa McGirt. I am the program manager for the coalition.
I forgot to introduce yourself. Okay. Chelsea Wright, Regional Overdose Prevention Specialist at the Coalition.
So I'm Larry Roberts. I'm the treasurer for the coalition.
Kennedy Day, the DEC Program Coordinator for the Coalition.
Great, thanks. Online? Who do we have?
This is Ashley Kleinard. I'm the HIA Substance Misuse Response Coordinator for the Mid-Cumberland region.
Is anybody speaking? I'm not hearing anybody.
Hello.
You just speak with me.
So
Can you
you're
hear
online.
us?
I say, well, there's people online.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's speaking,
So if
but
you-
we do have Ashley Kleinert, Lauren Marlowe, and Keisha McGirt.
Thank you. So if you wouldn't mind, just put your information in the chat and we'll make sure you're recognized. We need to approve the minutes, so they're in our package, so if I can get a motion to approve the minutes. Anyone?
I'm not here.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second?
Yeah.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None, thank you. Treasurer's report, so I have bad eyes and small font, so I will try my best to read this, but I'll tell you. The total, rather than go through every single grant, I'll just tell you the total grant number for this month was 43,000. 965.78. Maybe, and so that money will be coming back to us next month. And that's our September financials. So and those, are those in the packet already? I didn't see it.
No,
Anyway, so those are our September financials. So here comes Kelly Ellis. Can I get a motion to approve the financials for this month?
motion.
Motion, is there a second? Thank you, Andrew. So any discussion about financials? And I'm happy to give you all the specifics. I just can't read it right now. So motion to approve the financials. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? None. Thank you. So, hi Kelly.
Hey, how are y'all?
Great, great. And so I'll go ahead and turn it over. This is the regional high impact area substance misuse response. Is that what we're, that you guys? Right? That you, they're gonna be you?
No, so it's the Center for Family Development.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I lost my place. So Jessica Farrell, Sherry Palmer.
She's not with us today.
Okay.
I'm substituting Amy.
And anyone else? Yeah, thank you guys. So I'll turn it over to you as our speaker. So Center for Family Development. Thanks.
I'm gonna bring you guys some folders for information. Well, that's coming up. I'm Jessica Farrell. I am a supervisor with the Center for Family Development. I've been with the program for 8 years, or 8.5 years. And this is Amy. She's one of our family resource specialists, and she's been with us since May of this year. So the Center for Family Development, the Healthy Families Program, is an evidence-based home visitation program, and our goal is to reduce infant and child mortality, preventing child abuse and neglect, and promoting family health. We do this by ensuring that families get those home visits. And we serve 12 counties altogether. In January 2021, the state decided that every county in the state needed evidence-based home visiting. So we went from serving 5 counties, which is Montgomery, Bedford, Lincoln, Marshall, and Franklin, to serving 12. And when it did that, we expanded to Cheatham, Stewart, Houston, Robertson, Sumner, Trousdale, and Ward counties. So our center now serves 12 counties as a whole. We are nationally accredited through Healthy Families America. So we go through a lot of self-studies, just to make sure that we know what we're supposed to be doing. And we focus on that early childhood health, development, and early school readiness with the family. And we're just that extra support for families, because being new parents is not always the easiest. And this is the video, and I'm hoping it plays. I checked it earlier today.
You know what? I know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a solution. I feel like it doesn't matter how many times you test it.
All right, let's see.
that was just a little snippet, a little bit about it. That's as a whole. I can tell you with the Center for Family Development, we have 100% of our kids are vaccinated. So Healthy Families America started Prevent Child Abuse America launched in 1992. And we started the program in Montgomery County in 1995 out of the hospital. So we've been in existence since 1995. Our approach is that relationship based. We respect their culture, family centered, and we do a parallel process with the families and the relationships that we build with the parents and the families. Our models support that. And we're designed to work with those families that are having a hard time, that don't have that support and that are at risk for adverse childhood experiences. And our model best goes for families that have had bad experiences in the past. So we can, no, you're good. We enroll the families either prenatally or before the baby turns 90 days. And we stay with the families until the child is 3. And that's when we encourage the family to enroll the child in early Head Start. So our results, it improves prenatal, newborn health, all that great care. And we watch for their health and their development. We need to watch for those improvements in cognitive language and social, emotional, and physical development. And our curriculum goes with each of those sections as well. We've seen improvements in school readiness and child academic achievement. We actually had a child recently who was 2, could read books. We also see reductions in domestic violence, improvements in family economy and self-sufficiency, and improvements in coordination of referrals for provision of community resources. So we really try to help those families connect with those resources, like WIC, food stamps, CCR&R, things like that. So additionally, we see that increase in early literacy, breastfeeding, the length and support, and we have somebody in our office that is a certified lactation counselor that can help with that. We see a decrease in child maltreatment, increase in safe sleep. We discuss safe sleep at the very first visit and then throughout as well. And if they do not have a pack and play when they're enrolled, we make sure we get them one. And we talk about baby spacing as well. And just make sure that those babies go to their well child visits and have those immunizations within the first 2 years. And we do make sure the mom goes to her visits as well. So what does the visit look like? So it's not a video.
You want to go to the next one?
So during a visit, what happens is they're typically an hour long, 45 minutes to an hour. And when it's the same person every time to go visit that family. So there are family support specialists, which we call them FSSs or home visitors. And so they go in and they'll just talk to the family, kind of see what's been going on that past week. And then every time we have curriculum and an activity that we use, just like she had mentioned in the video, the tongue twister. So we have activities based on their age. And then we also find out what else is going on. We do different developmental screenings, things like that. We'll get to there in a second. So visits start, we go weekly for about 45 minutes to an hour. And that level intensity does decrease as the child gets older to 2 times a month, to 1 time a month, to 1 time a quarter. We discuss that proactive health and safety at every visit, just to reduce those ER visits. What is appropriate to go to the ER for? What's appropriate to go to the nutrition for? We administer the AAP safety checklist. And when we do that, we actually go through the list with the parents and check it off. And there is an activity where sometimes they get on the floor to see what the baby can see, especially when they're crawling. We monitor those ages and stages questionnaires for development. The Edinburgh postpartum depression, we'll do that prenatally, postnatally, and whenever the mom may need it. And we also, if dad's involved, we do it with dad as well, because we have seen dads with postpartum depression as well. Cheers and protective factors survey. We also help them get with mental health resources, substance abuse resources, things like that. And we bring toys and make activities. So this is just a quick little example of one of our screeners. This is our ages and stages questionnaire. It's usually done at a pediatrician where the parent just quickly fills it out. However, I was this parent, I wouldn't tell the full truth. I'd be like, yeah, my kid's doing that. And what we find is that it's not, because they're still falling behind. So we go through and we do everything with the child to see if they're doing it. And ideally we want them in the white section, but if they're in the gray or in the black section, we do provide more activities. And then we also send this to the pediatrician with the parent's consent. So it kind of helps the pediatrician to understand what's going on as well. And then this is our Cheers check-in. So this is just a tool that Healthy Families likes us to use. And it helps us to see kind of how the parent's doing. And we never pull this out with the parent sitting in there because they'll be like, what is this? So it just kind of helps us know where we need to work on with the family. And this is what we look for on that. So we look to see if they respond appropriately, quickly, how they're doing interacting with the baby, and just how they encourage them. So how do families enroll? So referrals can come from anyone, for the families, through resources, friends, the hospitals. We are lucky enough to have a contract with Tennova in Clarksville, to where we're able to go in and visit families on the postpartum floor and enroll them there. That's the only hospital that we actually have a connection with. And then we enroll the families either prenatally, but they have to be out that first trimester, or until the newborn is less than 3 months old. So once a referral is sent to us, our family resource specialist, Amy, will do a screen just to make sure that family qualifies. And really the only thing that makes them qualify for us is if they're low income. So really if they have TennCare, they qualify and can join the program. So after we get that and we just kind of look real quick, make sure they're in our counties that we serve. Our family resource specialist does contact that family and they schedule an intake and a quick little introduction visit where they will ask questions, kind of get to know the family and do an activity. And then during that second visit, parents go through a family resilience and opportunities for growth scale. And this includes like an intensive background of their childhood, their lifestyle, mental health, what they, how they think they'll discipline, what they think milestones are. It just kind of helps, this helps us guide our services and where we need to focus on. Because we do run into a lot of times that families are like, oh, the baby's not asleep through the night at 2 weeks. Let's talk about that early. And then we also offer a car seat installation by certified car seat technicians. We do kinder music for our families, and we also do family support groups as well, which those are monthly. So the families can get together and visit with each other and bond. We also are free and voluntary, so we're at no cost for the families at all. We receive grants through the government, well, the state and the federal government. So it's no cost to the families at all, and it's voluntary, so we can't make them take us. We've had several people call us and they say, our DCS workers says we have to do it, and they're like, no, you don't have to, but we strongly encourage it. So what kind of questions do y'all have?
You have a good sign-up rate through that hospital, the Tennova hospital.
We do. That's where we have the majority of our families. We've been with the hospital. Our grant started with hospital in 1995. And then we were out of the hospital for 3 years when we realized our contract had lapsed. And then we were out for probably 6 months during COVID. But that's where we get the majority of our families.
So I know you said the families need to be, have to be low income, but do they have to have teen care or qualify for teen care?
They just need to be low income. And we've used the chart that the federal government put out to kind of gauge on that as well.
Do they like have to provide proof of tax refund?
No, they don't. So we really do and just go off their word. Yeah,
Are you all mandated reporters?
yeah. We are. And really, I've been with the center for 8.5 years and I've only had to report, I think there has been only 2 cases that we've had to report. We're trying to prevent child abuse, like we would be the opposite.
Have you all ever been involved in child custody cases?
No, we try to stay out of court as much as we can. But I always tell everybody, like, make sure you're stuffed in case somebody's reading it, like it's court appropriate.
I bet you see a lot of stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we also see like the good
the good
stuff.
stuff, right, yeah.
Yeah, we really are the positive aspect of it.
Do you have to stay with them until they're 5, or is it like a preference based on the family?
So recently it's just changed to where we stay through 3.
Okay.
We prefer them to stay with us that whole time, but we do understand we're voluntary. We can't make them stay.
Right.
And I feel like our retention rate is about 8 months, but we're working on increasing that.
That's still a good amount of time.
It is, we prefer longer.
Right, of course, no, definitely, definitely.
But 8 months, and I feel like 8 months is around the state average. Because people do, they move. Montgomery County is military. So we do get a lot of people moving. They go back to work or just life happens. Those really are the reasons why we lose families so early.
Well, I didn't see on the, sheet in the packet, the source, that is this the TCCY?
It is, yeah.
I thought it was familiar, kids now.
I love the kids count.
Yeah.
Just because it kind of shows what our counties are looking like.
Summarizes.
And we do, in your packet, there's more information about it, and there's also referral forms. What we've learned too in the past is if you tell a family to call it, they're not gonna call. So if you get their permission and send us their information, we'll get in touch with them. And our policy is that as when we receive that referral, we have 24 hours to call that family. What other questions y'all have?
Maybe because the people online, have any, can they hear?
I'll say, yeah, if anybody is online, you should be able to unmute now, and when you speak, we should be able to hear you, so. If you have any questions.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Anything else to add?
No, if y'all think of anybody, just let us know. Our phone numbers are in there. We love referrals.
We're gonna get you on the speaking circuit. I mean, several nonprofits that, so we may. We've had this happen before where someone came and spoke and then came to Kiwanis and spoke, and so we may get you guys on the circuit.
That sounds great. We have really struggled with our smaller counties, bringing in and getting people to trust us.
Is your direct information where we could call you upon something like that for Civitan?
Yeah, and if you
The
just,
931?
yeah, that's our office number.
Okay.
Mhm. And I'll see if I have my card too.
I've got some for my
Perfect.
as well, I remember, sorry. So. Kennedy, had you already connected with them? Okay, could you tell them and everybody here a little bit about our program that you work under and maybe Camp Thrive? It seems to me like when they showed the form that the families fill out, it's a lot like the registration form we had for Camp Thrive.
That's very true. And I'm a drug and danger children's program coordinator, so
Basically, I just try to prevent drug use amongst children, as well as, provide resources to people who may know of drug endangered children, so maybe family members, parents in the home that may be suffering from addiction or maybe battling or maybe drug use, that kind of sort of thing. There was recently a program, kind of, I just started in July, so they're kind of like, next program that's starting, we think you should do it. So it's Camp Thrive, and it targets ages 9 through 14, and it kind of tries to target, children from maybe low income, maybe children who have suffered loss or have gone through challenges so far in life, whether it is maybe a parent or family, guardian, whatever, suffering with addiction, or just having a tough time maybe, but it just, has them come. I'm gonna actually have my first camp in November, so we'll have education, so it's just targeting mental health, drug prevention, or life skills. And then I have a meal provided for them, everything's free, and then an activity. So that's kind of a little bit what I do. I'm still definitely getting the hang of it, but I've learned a lot. But that's the gist of what I do, and hopefully we'll be doing the same. And then November, we're going zip line.
We are doing zip lining. See, I was trying to hold off using that. I was like, maybe I can get some kids and then no, I had to put the big guns out first. So I was like, oh,
absolutely.
yeah. Where, so the first camp is gonna be actually in that community room in the library. I'm partnered with First Community Church. They let me use their space too, so I kind of have some backup locations for one doesn't work that way. So that's pretty simple. But yeah, so I'll probably just use that space usually for the education portion, and then the activity is gonna be outside or somewhere else. Whatever happens.
That's just one day.
Yeah, it's just a 1 day camp. It's gonna be one Saturday of every month. And then it also allows family engagement. So some camps that alternates, I'll do family engagement things. To like engage with the parents or their siblings, just to help them maybe be closer. Because some of them, it also targeting whether it's foster families or maybe just untraditional family units, like maybe if a family member took over, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So just trying to help where I can, pretty much. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
So we will talk about announcements. So anybody in the room have announcements? Other than Camp Thrive.
Movie night, October 21st, you may have seen it on Facebook. It is gonna be at 6 o'clock at the Coalition office in the backyard. We are encouraging costumes for you. We'll have a trick or treat tent, free snacks, treats, beverages, all the good stuff, and we're showing Hocus Pocus. So if you're not doing anything, feel free to come join us. I think it's gonna be fun. And if not, I'll find someone to blame, but.
So that's at the coalition.
Yes, correct, yeah.
In the backyard, we did that once last year. It was fun.
I guess I will go ahead. The people in here, we have a flyer for you guys. But October 28th is National Drug Take Back Day. We're encouraging anyone who has any unused or expired medication to drop it off at any of those 3 locations. In Ashland City, we're gonna be at Walmart. In Pleasant View, we're gonna be at Hometown Pharmacy. And in Kingston Springs, we're gonna be at the Kingston Springs Pharmacy. And there'll be an area where you can drop off all of that medication for safe disposal, get some resources, come out, meet some of your local law enforcement. Some of us here, if you haven't already met us. And it's gonna be a really good day, and we really encourage people to come out and help us dispose of all that medication safely.
Any other announcements?
I'm sure there are.
Let's see. Hi, I'm the new regional overdose prevention specialist. I just started October 2nd. I'll be replacing Chelsea, which is gonna be hard act to follow. She's very, very good. But I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
And as always, we are always offering free naloxone trainings. And those that are trained are qualified to receive the naloxone kit.
I guess I have one more too. So we were at Music on Main, and we're really
a lot of you, I already told you because we're super proud. But we were able to give out 52 medication lock boxes, which is really great. But if for some reason you haven't got one, or you know someone who still needs one, we have them at our office. They're completely free. You can come pick them up. You can grab some, put them in your office, whatever works for you. But we have them available.
Yeah, you did a good job there. I was at East Maine and I saw a couple of boxes and I saw little blue bags. So, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good turnout.
Yes, yes, it really was.
So we also have Red Ribbon Week coming up.
Yeah, we have Red Ribbon Week coming up October 23rd through the 27th. So you guys will definitely be seeing a lot on our social media, our newsletter, all the stuff that we like email out of all the activities that we're doing. There's a lot of fun stuff planned. And the schools and the SROs have been really great working with us. So we're excited to share all that with you next time we meet.
A reminder of what that is, Red Ribbon.
So Red Ribbon Week is a week set aside to focus on drug prevention in the schools. The history on it is the DEA agent Kiki Camarena.
You're just making up words.
It feels like it. And to kind of like remember him and remember all the work that he did to educate and keep our country and our youth safe from, you know, using substances and things like that. It's a really great week for not only schools get involved, but also the community. We sometimes have like red stickers or red pins that you can wear and kind of like to memorialize and remember all the work that our DEA agents do for the country. And yeah, kind of have that education in the schools from elementary all the way to high school. They do different kinds of contests and activities and really push that educational piece about making safe and healthy choices that are on an age appropriate level.
Got one more question. What is that over there on the wall?
So for September, which is Suicide Prevention Month, we went to our local middle schools and high schools and asked the students to write words of encouragement, reasons to live, to share within the schools. But then we took those because we had a lot. Our students were very interested in it. They were ecstatic to write these cards, and so we actually took a lot out into the community. We had some on Musical Maine, Recovery Quest, and then we have everyone here can get one as well. The ones we have are these cool little kits that have a card. They also have a keychain that has a crisis line on it, suicide prevention line. You get a bracelet that's Red Ribbon Week, and then in the little pop socket bag, you also get some stickers. But we decided to display some of these just to show that like our kids are encouraging each other. If you need to find some words of encouragement, you know, we want everybody to kind of continue that cycle. So yeah, so just displaying it, giving it out, showing the work that our students have done.
It was a really great way to like kind of get them to think outside of themselves and encourage each other and be a support for each other, because you never know like what one word of kindness might do in someone's life. So that was really great. The community had such a great reaction to it when we took it out, especially Music on Maine. They loved it. We gave out these as well, and people were rifling through looking for words that spoke to them. So really great to kind of share all of that and see that, you know, we have great youth in this county and they are amazing, and kind of like the community saw that and really embraced it, and it was awesome. And yes, the bracelets are for Red Ribbon Week. So if you want to wear them October 23rd to 27th and be a part of all the fun stuff that we have going on, that'd be great.
So according to mine, I look great.
There you go. No, you are perfect how you are. Love yourself. I know.
Yeah.
We got good ones, Larry.
Yeah. So I have a couple of announcements. I'm on the board of the Kiwanis Club locally, and we are creating a storybook trail. So I don't know if you know what a storybook trail is, but it's going to be at River Bluff Park, the Preacher Pool walking track that connects to River Bluff Park. So we've gotten a grant through Kiwanis, and we're raising some other money to make this happen. So a storybook trail is basically, it's a book. There's a page from each book that is on this particular stand. And so a kid, family, whatever, starts at the beginning and you read a page at each stand and you walk about a half mile while you're doing that. So it encourages outdoor activity, reading, participation with the family. So we've gotten approved through the city council to build that. So they're gonna install it for us. So we're raising money for that. So if it's on your heart that you'd like to donate for that, we'd love to have some money. Also, I'm gonna look up the Imagination Library, Cheatham County Imagination Library, the Books from Birth program. And so we're having a fundraiser October 28th. It's a Halloween party fundraiser at Amanda Bell's place. It's called the Adelaide, in Chapmansboro. And so, we're selling sponsorships for that. So if you'd like to sponsor a table, you can certainly do that. And there's some other sponsorships. You can sponsor a bathroom, you can sponsor food, all different things. So if you'd like to do that, it is raising money for the Imagination Library, which gives a free book to a child from birth to age 5 every month. They get a free book. And so that's the whole Dolly Parton thing.
And this was something that came up at the golf tournament.
Oh, did it?
This, at the Imagination Library, we made a donation
Absolutely.
and,
Check that.
just, yes, sir. And, something that I learned, and I think it's a good point, is that these funds stay in Cheatham County.
Absolutely.
The
Yes.
Imagination Libraries are all across the country, but what we raise stays here.
Stays here, always, yeah. And so, it costs, so it's in every county in the state, but each county pays for their county. So it costs us, Cheatham County, about $1,500 a month to send out those books. Free to the public, but the Imagination Library pays for half of it, and then the county pays for half, so it costs us about $1,500. So our goal is to try to raise $30,000 this year to be able to, so we're not constantly worried about that. So, yeah, a couple of ways to give. So Imagination Library, Halloween party, October 28th, and then Kiwanis Storybook Trail. And that will probably be put in place early next year. So we're finishing up raising money for that, and then we have to just kind of get them in the city, and they can get them there, works to install it. So, yeah, that's what we got. Any other announcements online?
Well, for the coalition, we do have a survey that we'd like you to fill out. If you'd rather fill it out on paper, everyone should have a paper copy that came with their meeting notes. We also may have some on the front desk. And then I'll make sure to put this right up here. And then, of course, yeah, QR code, but it's just to give us some feedback. It also has questions about who maybe you want to hear speak next, or what meals you want to eat. You don't want pizza. Chicken or something, so. And then, of course, also feedback on how everything ran, so we'd love to hear what you think.
So if there are no more announcements, I get a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you all. I think there's some pizza left, so please make sure to grab some.